What's up, YouTube? Leo1. We all know that sometime when famous people die, you always gotta have somebody want to try to get more money out of a dead person. Either his money, his real estate, kids. I mean anything, especially in the music business. They would seek money. They would try to like remaster some of their music or movies, or they would just try to like sell their things without consent or permission. But now you just have people just want to just sue dead people. We all know Michael Jackson been dead like for what, 5 years. I would say like five calendars already since his brother had passed away. So now we have some man now. I can say man because years ago, a man from Australia named Wade Robson, allegedly suing Michael Jackson, saying that he had molested him years ago. And I just want to say is that why would you wait all this time, especially when a man cannot speak for himself, to say just to come out the woodwork and say, oh yeah, Michael Jackson had molested me when I was a kid, he teaching me dancing and what have you. And see what they're trying to do. Even Michael Jackson kids, Paris and Prince, they ain't doing nothing but trying to drive Catherine to her grave out of high stress. Joe Jackson already had a stroke not so long ago. Now they trying to trying to send this woman to her grave because they keep picking with her son. And to me is that, why don't they just let the man rest in peace? It's like they still make jokes of him. They still want to get his money. They trying to take everything that this man have. And he's dead. And why would you want to wait this long to sue somebody? Why come you just didn't talk and confess years ago when this man was living? Right now, Michael Jackson don't have no say so because the man is dead. You had all this time to say that yeah, he molested me, when they was making those other fake ass accusations of this man molesting. And you know what, some people say, I don't know if Michael Jackson really did. I don't think Michael Jackson really molested kids. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this: if Michael Jackson was really a child predator, he would have did just like any white man or any Japanese. They would have went to a third world country, and they could have bought kids at a cheap price. Because that's how sex trafficking is. That's why rich white men and Japanese and all of them go out there to, exploit children like that. Michael Jackson ain't had time for that. And when they had investigated, when I had watched a documentary, to put it like this, and the investigator said when they went in Michael Jackson's room, Michael Jackson had Playboy, dirty magazines with women in it. So I don't think Michael Jackson was the type of person that would molest kids. Michael Jackson was just a nice, free-hearted man that would give his all, to kids, because that's how Michael Jackson was. So I don't think Michael Jackson would sit up there and touch no kid like that, because it was all a setup. They was trying to bring that man down to his demise as it was, because that man had catalogs of Beatles and Elvis. When you have something like that, most important, white people want to get their hands on it, but which Michael Jackson refused to, give out those catalogs. And so they did everything in their power to like bring this man down. And so they think Michael Jackson say, all right, then, you know, I'm broke right now. I'm going to go ahead and sell my catalogs, which Michael Jackson refused. And that kind of pissed him off. And then it came down to it that the kids that he so-called supposed to like been tampering with, they finally confessed and said that, you know, their parents made them do it. Because Michael Jackson was getting, you know, poor kids. He wasn't just getting rich kids like that. It was poor kids that was like seeking for money. You know, so I don't think Michael Jackson had any thing torn with kids like that. You know, just because a man looks that way, and you know his skin is where he is, and his voice is like that, high pitch or whatever, doesn't mean that like, he's gay and he's a child molester, because that's how people see him as that, which he's not. Everybody got a high pitched voice or look like that, and some of them ain't gay. I don't know, who's to say. But you know, out of my own judgment, I don't think that Michael would have did something like that. And for this motherfucker to wait this long to say something like that, it's got to be money. That's all it is. And if I was a judge or prosecutor, I wouldn't even buy into that fucking story right there. Because number one, you waited all this motherfucking time to sit up there and all of a sudden you confess that, oh yeah, this man molested me. And we all know that the Jackson family, they are a dynasty. They are the American family, black family that's known. Because everywhere the Jacksons go, you know, people know who they are. People gonna surround them. So, you know, the Jacksons, they really a family that they're trying to bring down. People really don't like to see a family that's powerful like that. Don't get in no trouble. Don't get into anything. Michael Jackson probably was, and Janet Jackson too, was probably the only one that got into the media's eye. And who started that? It was LaToya Jackson started the whole thing about this whole family thing, because she was with some white Italian money hungry motherfucker, you know, telling her, yeah, you know, we can make money. Go ahead and say, yo, Michael Jackson was molesting kids. Michael Jackson, the way he looked at kids, tell them how, you know, how they father did to them like that. And you know, LaToya Jackson, she bit the bait like a fish. And ever since then, she went on talk shows, talking all this and that, and he even made her pose for Playboy, which I say that, you know, I would rather see Janet Jackson than LaToya Jackson. Do you agree, brothers? I know. So I didn't seen the pictures. I think it was like in the early 90s, but I didn't seen the picture, and they wasn't too pleasing. But I'm gonna get on part two about this whole Jackson thing.